be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here with Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you live at a charge. A little countdown to great action here, presented by Lunatic Designs, who is also your broadcast sponsor here on every Thursday night race. It is Dirt Series action here with the Geomax Dirt Series here for iRacing, your platform for sim racing. Folks, if you haven't noticed, we're live everywhere right now. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Welcome aboard, everybody. RV, giving us a like. Christina, giving us a like. House, and thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do. If you're out there doing the deed, what's up, Day-Dog? How you doing? Good to see you out there on TikTok. Make sure you double tap that screen for me. Make sure that you're showing the viability of what we got going on. If you could do that for me, it'd be absolutely amazing. Good to see you all out there. They're going to be qualifying out here as we get ready to go. Green flag racing here, the Geomax Dirt Series Week 17. As we like to see it. Betty, thank you for the joining. Everybody joining out there, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Cedar Lake Speedway here tonight. The third of a mile length racing surface, 73 degrees on the track temperature here at qualifying. We're going to be running the Dirt Wingless Sprints, better known as the Dirt MID GETS. That's what they're going to be called. 10 lap heats. 12-lap B-main, 30-lap feature, one faster pair for the drivers to use. They should be fine on everything they have going on when it comes to tires and fuel. They just got to manage the track. That's going to be the biggest part about this circuit. Is managing the racetrack. Keto Lunatic on board with us tonight. Thank you to everybody for being out there and knocking down the door. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for those likes. I appreciate that very much. Geomax with this series has been absolutely legendary. Thank you to Geomax for continuing to be on board with Chop Chop and all that they have going on, because let's face it, it's absolutely amazing. Budgie's out there on the Twitch channel. She's got control of everything we've got going on over there. Thank you, dear, very much for being absolutely wonderful and being awesome. Because thank you. Thank you to everybody for being awesome. That's what it is. Penguin's going to be your race controller tonight. He has joined us in the booth. We are live on 4 platforms tonight, sir.
4?
Yeah. Now you got to say hi to TikTok.
Hi, Tiki-Tucky!
There it is. Geomax Geotechnical Drilling Soil Sampling Company out there in the Sanger, Texas area. They do test soils all across the southern portion of the United States, especially when it comes to new homes or doing any kind of investigative work. So make sure you reach out to them. Give them a call, 940-736-7720, or you can pay them a visit over at 6962 Odom Road there in Sanger, Texas. This series, of course, sponsored by Geomax, and we love what those fine folks are doing. Thompson Racing is your hard charger. He knocks down the door with every form of racing that he's ever able to be a part of out there. So we appreciate him. Thank you to Chop Shop. Make sure you join the Chop Shop Discord in order to get everything rocking and rolling out there. Jaden, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like. Thank you, everybody, for being out there knocking down the doors. It's hard to keep track of it. Miss hearing me? Well, you can always hear me everywhere that you want to. Thank you for all those likes. J-Dog, thank you for liking the stream out there. Thank you, everybody. If you're out there watching on TikTok, welcome back. Thank you for the share. Jaden Sheehan, I appreciate you. It's been a while since it's been live on TikTok, and the reason why it's been a while is because it's just all of the weird things that you have to do to be able to multi-stream everywhere, and I want to make sure that we're always good to go. So adhering to the rules, right? That's the way it goes. So we have to adhere to the rules. We have
the purple, the blue, black and white, I guess, is
the red and
the red.
Yeah, I guess whatever TikTok is doing. So we love them.
We appreciate just black and white.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, you know what? It's all good. So we appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for being absolutely awesome. I'll try to keep up with all of the chats. And I think that's part of the other part of it. It's hard to keep up on the chats, right? So we want to make sure that we're good. So yeah. We share the stream. We share everything. We do all that we can. We continue to dress and impress. So you have to go practice for your race. Well, brother, I appreciate you. Hopefully your race goes well. We wish you the best of luck with that. So. We're about 60 seconds away. Muscarella Enterprises on board with our cautions tonight. Thank you again for the likes. I appreciate that very much. Lucas, welcome in. I appreciate you all for knocking down the door. Continue. We got some dirt racing tonight. It's going to be absolutely a blast. Yeah. You can watch from every form of mobile device that you could ever ask for, and you can watch from your television. Isn't that crazy?
Can.
Yeah, YouTube app on your smart TV or your Roku device. You could watch us on the big screen there, folks.
Don't mind the crayon eater sitting in the corner over here. He'll get caught up with all this technology at some point.
Yeah, we've all got it. We do have a driver cam tonight. It's going to be Steven Laskowski. He is our solo driver cam tonight. We appreciate him running the Chop Chop Racing driver cam because, well, let's face it, you got to do it. You got to do the deed, right? It looks like he's in a summer attire and he's ready to go. That's the way that works. So we appreciate Jaden running the driver cam. It's going kind of cool.
It'll be interesting to see if it's one heat or two. It is one heat.
We're gonna have one heat, one consi, and 30-lap feature. That's crazy. Here's your heat race. Robbie Milburn, Jade Sheehan, gonna make up your front rows here on the start of this one. Nick Klosterman, Keegan Brown are gonna make it row number 2. Falcon Smith, Brad Dove, row number 3. Stephen Leskowski, Michael Strickland, row number 4. Connor Hazel back here, row number 5. Somebody I'm gonna keep my eyes on here. Falcon Smith. He's been absolutely lights out in these cars. And he's one of those drivers that he's out there doing it for Dale. I think that's the best way to describe it is out there doing it for Dale. Jade Sheehan does like these cars. Robbie Milburn, he doesn't like to give himself any credit, but we look forward to seeing his take on this car as we get ready to do it. 10-lap heat, 12-lap consi, and a 30-lap feature coming up for these cars. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. Again, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I encourage you to do so. Follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on X at Real Sig Esports on X. You can also follow us on TikTok, Signature Esports out there as well. Signature Esports on Twitch. And, so yeah, how about them apples? Ethan, what's going on, brother? Where are you at? Mr. Wolf, where are you? You're normally here. You're normally knocking down the doors to these drivers too. I'm asking for a friend. Thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being out there. Thank you, folks, for being awesome. All the things. Facebook doing some weird things. You're welcome, J-Dog. I appreciate you. All right, driver's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do the thing. I'm going to have to keep our eye on the prize when it comes to Facebook. Facebook, are you still out there? Little family driver got you out of the house, so most likely traffic for Charlotte and going to the... I got you, brother. I got you. All right, full send. They're going to green. Admin box on board. Do it. Do it. Striker from Mr. Van Ness. Good evening, Mr. Wolf. So everybody's good to go. Let's go for the Wedgie Bird as we roll the Klosterman. On the outside lane, Jaden Sheehan roll to the bottom. Now up to the outside lane here on the crest of the corner. 8 laps to go for Robbie Milburn, the fastest lap of the race so far. Drivers side by side. Falcon Smith having to jump in. He had to jump the pit road. Something must have happened to him there. They're rolling. Keegan Brown. Spot gain, crosses over his teammate. Nick Klosterman holding on to second. Oh! 805 hit the tire on low as the first caution comes out. Jaden Sheehan down to the bottom. Pulls out of the corners. Fine. Good crossover from his teammate. Goes super low. Hits the tires and boom. That'll make your head rattle a little bit. Thus it does happen. Lad City, Budgie. I like it. Thank you, dear. Oh, baby. That's a single car incident. That one's fine. That one's fine. Budgie's creating a clip. She's going to put the post the clip. The clip's going to be there. Clip's going to be running. Things are going to be happening. Everybody's going to be looking pretty darn snazzy. Let's do the thing. Full sand and all that jazz, right? That's the way I see it. All right, driver's ready to hook up. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. Let's do the thing. Little extra dirt never hurt anybody, right? That's the way I see it. The Milburn, Klosterman, Keegan Brown, Laskowski. Laskowski, your hard charger right now. Let's go aboard that driver as we get ready to do the deed. We're going to go green flag racing. Yeah. But the timing is everything. Yeah. Hold on to it. We're going. 6 to go. Oh, double doors on the bottom.
Can't believe that.
What's that?
Flipped those tires, ended up getting the EOL, and he's already back up to fourth.
He said, I got places to be. Let's go. Jaden Sheehan off 2 from the start of the race. Keegan Brown up to the lead. Robbie Milburn back in second. Nick Klosterman, big time. Robert, thank you for the like. I appreciate you. 4 laps to go in this one of only heat. Drivers are ripping the bottom side. Keegan Brown, 5.55. Looking pretty darn snazzy with 3 to go. Nick Klosterman back to the inside. Door to door with the 8-0. Trying to work all day long. Punching that clock. Well, that's country.
I'm wondering if he might have broke or bent something when he caught the tires coming around on that last lap.
It's possible. Laskowski has gotten around him, so James Sheehan's still working the bottom side for the 25. Trying to get one more of those. Somebody upside down. Connor Hazel. Upside down, inside out. Keegan Brown wins the feature. Nick Klosterman will be second. Robbie Milburn third. Here's what happened to Connor.
He won the feature? You mean he won the...
won a heat. Sorry. Hold on. He was flipping there. Oh, yeah. Those inside tires. Ooh. Maybe. Top 4 advance. Here is your starting grid for the dang old Concy. It's going to be Jaden Sheehan, Brad Dove out front at the start of this one. Michael Strickland, Connor Hazel, Falcon Smith will make up the final 3 spots here as 5 drivers will complete the 12 laps that we need to see. We need to see it, man. Need to see it. But all that dirt racing. How about all that action? Thank you very much. G-Man, thank you for joining. Robert, thank you for joining. Six Rudia, thank you very much for the join. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Thank you for all the likes. You guys keep killing it. I like it. Got your eyes on Kego tonight, but puts in a lot of work into these races, trying to find the lines and adjusting sets to make us better. I like it, man. Got to go in guns a-blazing to the next one. I like it. I love it. We want to see some more of it. Thank you for all the likes out there on the YouTube channel. We appreciate you being out there. Thank you, everybody, for watching across the platform. It said that Facebook week, so I chose a new song that is copyright friendly, and YouTube or Facebook said no. So I don't know. I might have to change that music back. I liked that song, and trying to change things up. We'll have to see. Facebook didn't like it, so we'll have to deal with it. As it. I promise it's copyright. There's no copyright to it. It's something that we have licensing for across all of our platforms. I promise. Facebook, I love you. Leave my videos alone. We're going. We're green. 12 laps. On board Connor Hazel, trying to work the very outside lane, gets up in the dirty stuff, trying to roll. There's a lot of meat up there that still hasn't worn in. The slick hasn't come in as well, but we'll see how these drivers work. Connor Hazel back to 5th. Jaden Sheehan 1.1 over Brad Dove. Striker to the outside. Michael Strickland trying to rip the edge of that seam. Going to have a run down on the straightaway. Oh, baby. About Falcon Smith. Fight at speed on the bottom side. Dove holding off for the middle lane. About to close in. Striker to Falcon Smith. Look at that outside lane. Oh, Striker into the wall. Hold on to it, sir. Learning something, a thing or 10 about it. Falcon Smith bottom side. Clears up, has a little bit of extra room. Brad Dove, egg shapes out of the corner. Got to miss. Oh, gets into the wall, though. You got to be on the edge of this race line. Jaden Sheehan, he's ripping the wall. That setup might be perfect just for this run. upending, up-rolling, and doing what they've got going on. Holy cow. Brad Dove, Falcon Smith. Falcon to the bottom side. Falcon on the drive off. He's going to be able to push up. Dove, a little extra sideways out of the corner. He started moving up the race line. Falcon Smith, bottom side, trying to play catch-up. 1.7 is the gap between he and Jaden Sheehan. 6 laps to go to be 5 this next time by here at Cedar Lake. It's the one racetrack that the wall is not your friend. Sometimes you can utilize the wall to be able to carry speed. Well, that wall's so short, you might end up going over it. That's part of the deal.
Not only that, but it has that sticky doorway too, right there at the start-finish line.
Right at the start-finish line, right where the pit box is. 4 laps to go. I don't think these cars are going to have that problem because they're not going to go all the way up there. But I'm telling you, the super late models, when they run this racetrack, they have a tendency to run all the way high and run the wall. And there's an opening there that will that'll send you around. That's for darn sure. Very calm. Cedar Lake here for the Consi here, the B main. Falcon Smith, Jaden Sheehan, Brad Dodd, your top 3. Michael Strickland holding on, still in 4th. Off one from the start of the race. Connor Hazel, very bottom side of the racetrack. I'm hearing everybody rap out everything they've got going on. Final lap here, white flag waves in the B main. Jaden Sheehan and Falcon Smith running great lap times to each other. But Jaden Sheehan, he's going to nab this victory. Falcon Smith will finish 2nd. He closed down a quarter of second a lap, a couple of laps prior to that. Then last lap, he just settled for 2nd. So Brad Dove will finish 3rd. Stryker will finish 4th. Connor Hazel will finish 5th. 8:05, making it happen. How about them apples? What a good start there to that section of racing. We'd like to see it. Tomorrow night, folks, we got the Merca 300. That's going to be live on all of our platforms. It's going to be awesome. Mr. Laskowski, thank you for the like. They're going to warm up here for about 3 or 4 minutes. And I want to make sure that you tune in because we're going to have live voting on YouTube for their paint scheme. There's a bracket out there that we have posted in their Discord. We'll post it tomorrow as well so you guys can see what the bracket is. But I want to tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to take the cake, more racing for all of that. So we'll have to make sure that we manage that and do the deed as we get rolling. Folks, we love you. We appreciate you. We'll be back in just a couple of moments as we sip on some coffee while these drivers warm up this racetrack. All right, less than 30 seconds to go here. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. One of the things I want to make sure that we hit on here real quick is the fact that we've gone and, if you hit the exclamation point merch tab when you get out there and you buy a t-shirt, you can also buy a special t-shirt, and that is for our moderator, Miss Budgie Bird. She keeps us sane. And there's a Budgie t-shirt that you go out there, all the profits and proceeds that we do that. I'm going to find out what cause Budgie likes the most, and we're going to donate the proceeds of those shirts to the Budgie Bird. I'm going to call it the Budgie Bird Foundation, whatever Budgie decides. We love her. We appreciate her. So if you haven't done so, check out the merch link. Go give us a love. And if not, we'll do something special for Budgie. Either way, we want to make sure that we give her the kudos. You know what I mean? Nods to her. It's got her logo on. Yeah, it's got her logo on it. It's got my logo on the sleeve. It's a combination. It's an honor to be able to have her in our chats, and I wish I could do more for her. I don't know how to do more for her because she does so much for us already. So go get yourself a t-shirt. That was Jess's idea, and I loved it so much that I made it happen. That's how it works. Starting grid, Keegan Brown's going to be your pole sitter here tonight. Nick Klosterman, your outside pole sitter. Robbie Milburn, Stephen Leskowski are going to make up row number 2. Jaden Sheehan, Falcon Smith in row number 3. Brad Dove, Michael Strickland, row number 4. Connor Hazel's going to be there, row number 5. The only person we're missing, and I'm really seeing that we're missing, is Mr. Church. Dang old Mr. Church.
You forgot one other t-shirt.
Oh, yeah, I got
another new t-shirt.
Yeah, I got a new F Cancer t-shirt. It's got the logo big on the back. So if you want one of those, go check it out.
It's amazing.
And if you want to, it's got my logo and Sim Racing on the front. It's got the F Cancer logo on the back. So go check it out. I encourage you to do so because, let's face it, we're here to do the thing. Been searching high and low for either some sprints or these ones happen to have found. Thank you very much, Robert. Much love to you. Go Penguin doesn't reset the track because it's what? It's going to get racy of the feature. I think Mr. Penguin might have it, right? I love it.
Might have what?
You got this one figured out, right? I like it. The track state.
I don't mess with the track state. That's something that Mr. Stryker sets in the thing, and I've been told to leave it alone.
I got you. I like it. All right, to iRacing, we're green. Daytime racing. This track is going to get blown up. Keegan Brown out front, Robbie Wilburn in second, Nick Klosterman in third, Jaden Sheehan pressing on. Down to the bottom side, they roll. 98 up on the outside lane. 26 barrels in on the bottom side, trying to roll. All the way into the corner, Jaden Sheehan trying to find it. How about a different gear, a different look? Up on the middle lane. Here goes Nick Klosterman. Sheehan throttles back up on the inside as they work. Every Thursday night, we're rolling. Connor Hazel, he says, I got that outside. I want it. Woo, baby. He is flirting with danger there. Milburn, fastest lap of the race, 14.34. Keegan Brown up on the outside lane. Look on the bottom side. Corner exit. Drivers trying to crest in and hold on. 4/10 of a second difference here for Keegan Brown and Robbie Milburn. Milburn seeing a little bit of that throttle action working, trying to drive off on the corner. Everybody holding on. Let's go. The dirt is on. Let's go. Malcolm Smith to the bottom side. Gets around Nick Klosterman. Klosterman in the middle part of the lane. Across the slick. He goes up the racetrack down to the bottom. Full sent and all in the works as they go. Big notion to the drivers here. So we're 24 laps to go. Admin box on board with Chop Shop Racing has been for the majority of their basically racing line. Since they've been live on our platform, Admin Box has been a part of it. Robbie Milburn down to the bottom side, trying to get another win on this series. Trying to find his way into the corner, able to throttle out. Finding the outside lane is still Keegan Brown. Robbie Milburn takes over the lead, leads that time by as we roll on 22 of 30. Still left to go. They come around. Keegan Brown pushing as hard as he can. Jaden Sheehan still holding on to the bottom side. Falcon Smith trying to work. Keegan Brown sends the middle lane. Robbie Milburn on corner exit. And Keegan's found something in that race line. He still has a little bit of grip. He takes back over on Robbie Milburn. Out of the corner they go, down into the back straightaway into 3 and 4. These drivers putting on a show. So far, so good for all the drivers. Robbie Milburn back to second. Stephen Leskowski still on the drive here. We appreciate, again, the driver cam by the driver. Let's see what it looks like from his point of view. He's trying to hold on to it. All the action, all the presentation, all the loneliness. But Connor Hazel, he's working. Hey, we got a raid coming in. Back to the lane. 27 Tattoo. How was your stream, brother? Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in. How was your stream? I saw you were live yesterday. Paid a little alert to you. We're doing a little bit of extra. How was your stream? How was your races? I hope everything went well. Keegan Brown, Robbie Milburn here, doing a quarterback. Jaden Sheehan, Falcon Smith, 1 and 3 quarterback. 15 laps to go. This track has really started to wear out. Oh, 98. Luskowski and Klosterman, they get into each other a little bit there. Stephen Leskowski trying to clear Nick Klosterman up on the outside lane. Here comes Connor Hazel. He finds a little bit of grip, a little bit of room. Trying to work the very, very outside of this racetrack. He's going to clear Klosterman. Going to have to get out of the throttle counter steer on the 98 working the outside lane. These two clears. The 27's going to have to find a different lane if he wants to make the pass on the 98. They're running the same exact. Brad Dove having an issue. He seems to be okay. He's rolling. Everything looks fine. Right now, the battle between these two up front. Keegan Brown, Robbie Milburn with 12 laps to go has turned on the pace. Jaden Sheehan, 2 spots gained. Falcon Smith, 2 spots gained. I'll tell you what, Luskowski now working the bottom side. We'll see Falcon Smith just ahead. Connor Hazel ripping the outside. Found a little extra speed here late in this run. Larry, thank you for the like, sir. I'm well, man. Just doing some short track racing today. Is that the Denny Hamlin short track racing, or is it the actual short track racing? It's short track racing. Sorry, I have to do it every time I hear that term. Keegan Brown, Robbie Milburn, 8 laps to go this next time by. The battle is on. Connor Hazel, Stephen Luskowski bottom side. Connor makes the pass at 4. Hard charger tonight. Keegan Brown rolling. Tough to pass late in the run, but I tell you what, Robbie Milburn has figured a few things out in the middle portion of this race line. Able to close in the distance between the last 2 laps and the next run they have going on. 7 laps to go. He is finding speed here late in this run. Up and out. Looking to egg shape the corner. 6 to go as we go. Battle for the lead. Keegan Brown right in his tracks. You can see the 80. I mean, these things are as sideways as they get. There is a lot of fun. I agree. It is it's some of the best and most intense racing we get to call. And I'm not throwing any shade to any one of those oval leagues. But I'll tell you what, the dirt leagues are a ton of fun to call. Races, besides the races, are kind of short, but there's no big deal with that one. I don't mind a shorter race as long as the racing is as intense as this is. 3 laps to go. Keegan Brown, Robbie Milburn, battle for the lead is on. Right now, Robbie trying to throw a little extra shade on the back bumper of the 555, 80, 555, 805. Working way up the race line. Falcon Smith is Connor Hazel in tow. Connor doing a great job with 2 laps to go to close down the distance. Milburn, slider on the 555. Crossover for Brown. Brown able to throw it in. White flag waves. Final lap. These two on the line. Door to door. Into the corner. 80. Wheel hops. 555. Keegan Brown. onto the front straightaway. He's going to win it here. Milburn second. Jaden Sheehan will be third. Falcon Smith coming home fourth. Want to take that back? Oh, how about about Falcon Smith just barely, it looks like, over Connor Hazel, finishes in fifth. Nick Kloshman, Stephen Laskowski, Michael Strickland, Brad Dove, the tail end of that one. We'll take a look and see what the race results bring us here for the feature, as it was as intense as it could be. It is Brown, Milburn, Sheehan, your top three. Falcon Smith in fourth, Connor Hazel in fifth. And then Nick Kloshman, Stephen Laskowski, Brad Dove, Stryker, and then Brad Dove, all on the lead lap. Insanity ensues. Things were great. Life crashes us even further. What a race it was. It was good, man. What do you think?
It was a good race. It was quick.
Yeah, very quick. Very, 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 very quick. I do like it. So, I'm gonna send myself a GG.
A GG?
Yeah. Send myself a GG. I don't know if it counts for me. I got extra coins. That was a great race. Robert, it was a great race. Thank you. It was awesome. Only one track is better than this for these cars is Kokomo. I think they're running Kokomo. Actually, let's take a look at the schedule where they go. So they alternate, Robert, just so you know, they alternate each week what they run. So this week they ran the dirt, I have to say wingless sprints, the dirt mids. And then next week they run the super late. So they alternate weeks back and forth. Next week in the dirt series, they are going to be at Fairbury, and then the next race for the dirt mids, it's going to be at Kokomo. So yes, they are going to be running Kokomo. We have 3 races left. We have Fairbury, we have Kokomo, we have Charlotte for this season. So it's pretty insane. A good race and a good look so far. So I mean, what a day it was. It's absolutely insane. We're going to talk to some people, though, because we have to do that at the end of every race, right? Just the way it works, right? Let's talk to him. This is going to be the man, Keegan Brown, coming home in, and this is Keegan with the Lunatic, folks. He is going to be your feature winner tonight. How about that last hard charge there from Mr. Milburn? That looked like it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, we were having a blast, and I'm so thankful he didn't kill me when I blocked that last slider, and that was a good finish. I couldn't believe we had almost a 4.5 second gap back to third. It blew my mind.
And one thing that Ethan said is that you have a tendency to put in a lot of work to be able to make things like that happen. Tonight was that same instance, right?
I'll be honest with you. The only testing I did was for qualifying. That's why I was like 2.5 tenths faster than the rest of the field. The warm-up tonight was the first time I ever put any laps on the feature set, so I didn't know what to expect, and we had the field by a little bit in the warm-up, so I figured, you know what, we're just going to stick with it, not change a thing, and just see what happens, and, well, we made it work.
I like it. I like seeing what can transpire on these on this style of racing, because the end all to be all when it comes to these cars is that they're all throttle control, and at some tracks like Cedar Lake, and we got Kokomo coming up. You've got such a big track to be able to use, and a lot of places you can run. There for a little bit, it seemed like you guys were having to settle into the corner, run high, and then try to defend low.
Yeah, I initially started, I kind of was running middle there for a little bit. I knew the bottom was probably going to be fast right away, which is where Robbie was running, and then that's when he got by me there for a few laps, and then we were side by side. But yeah, I eventually knew the top was going to come in, and I'll be honest, I ran a super conservative line. Like, I slid up to the top instead of just being right rear on the wall type deal like Robbie was doing, and I think that kind of helped me, even though I did hit the wall a few times. But yeah, you definitely could not go hammer down full throttle, but it was a lot of fun nonetheless.
You got to race the same guys in the heat, got to watch the feature, or got to watch the Consi, and then step into racing the same guys in the feature. It was a tale of two kitties here, I think. This one was This one was all about grip and rip and watching the slick come in, and it was amazed to see how this track could get tore up.
Oh yeah. And it's nowhere near what it would be if we were in supers. If we were in supers, it would be tore up from the floor up, and there'd probably be just like a narrow line on the top, and then you'd be running like slider 3 and 4 in the supers. And in these, thankfully, they're smaller, so you don't burn the track up near as much. And we only had like I think 9 cars tonight, so that helped with the track too. But it was getting to the point of where it was going to be on the wall, or if you weren't up there, you were going to lose the race. So
It's good to watch. That's from my perspective. It was good to watch. Good battle at the end, of course, and able to throw some shade on this racetrack. I tell you what, a good day and a good looking race, man. Congratulations on the victory here, Keegan. Give you shout outs, brother. It was a ton of fun to watch.
first and foremost, got to say hell of a job and congrats to all the Warrior guys. We finished 1 through 3. As there were only 3 of us tonight. Justin couldn't make it, and I think Ethan's out of town or something. He was messaging us in the team chat, and I don't know what the situation is, but prayers for your brother. And yeah, but other than that, Majula Speed Shop, we had them in the car tonight, and these sets are from January. So if you think you need brand new setups, you do not. You just need to have a good shop, you know how to drive them, and then you're pretty fast. But I got to thank Warrior Apps too for the design. We just got this thing freshened up 2 weeks ago, I want to say. So now we're matching a late model. Got to thank Amish Ace for coming on board, Jang Bricks for coming on board, and all the car sponsors: Billion Auto, Dakota Bank, Common Sense Manufacturing, Farmers Union Insurance, Abruzzi Racewear, and then of course my companies: Kigo to Lunatic, Lunatic Race Control, and Lunatic Designs. And of course you for broadcasting, and Geomax and all the partners at Chop Shop who helped make this thing happen.
It's awesome. It's a fantastic day. It's a fantastic race. Congratulations, brother. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
That's Keegan Brown coming home in victory lane. Let's talk to P2 tonight, who had a hard charge there very late in the run, trying to not show the cards too early, able to make it happen, but the dang old tires got you on that last lap. P2 tonight, though, and a good race. I mean, you got to be comfortable here. You started third, finished second. I know you were going for the win there at the end, but man, you and Egan, I mean, you had a gap to the field.
Yeah, I didn't realize how far ahead we were, else I would have tried more things. But yeah, I didn't know it was 2 to green when I threw the slider. Well, not 2 to green, but two to go. I thought it was like 3 or 4, so I would have waited. But when I threw it, and I'm like, it's then I heard it's one to go. I'm like, oh well, he's gonna throw a slider, so if I cut down, I might have a run going into 3 and 4. And I did, but I felt like and the reason I cut down more is because I felt like if I slid it more, I'd run into him and take us both out. But heck, shoot, I should have done it. We could have backed up across the line.
You know, it was a 4 second gap. I mean, you could have, or 3.5 second gap. Get a bit interesting. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, it was a good race though. Like, I think really the reason he won is because he found the top earlier than I did, because I was running the bottom and I set the fastest lap on the bottom. And I stayed there just probably 2 or 3 laps too long, and then he went top, and that's how he got around me. And then I had to figure it out once he was already up there, and I feel like at the end of the run I was getting pretty quick there up there. So been nice if we had like 5 more laps. So, but nah, it is a good race. Can't really complain about it, and a little more comfortable on the points too. I think I gained like 5 more points, so it's getting pretty. It's a decent lead now.
Yeah, you got three races left to go. We've got Fairbury, Kokomo, and Charlotte. So there's that part of the equation, and then going forward, we've got a lot more tracks that are going to be a little bit more tight. Charlotte likes to run high. Kokomo's kind of anybody's ball of wax, but Fairbury next week is going to be probably one of the most anticipated ones, because that could solidify a championship for you here in this series.
Yeah, I'm a hit or miss there. So I don't know. I've had some good races there, and other times I feel like I don't know what the heck I'm doing. But nah, in late models we should will figure it out. And honestly, I think at this point, I think I have a, if my math's right, I think I have a 41 point lead. So unless I literally just miss a race or fall off a cliff, I don't think there's a whole lot I can do to screw it up. But I'd like to, you know, win a couple more since I gave away a few earlier.
You know, I think
But
that's going to be the next the next thing. Just to go out there, try to win them, right? I think you know, you've got nothing to lose as long as you start the race, even last place points without any penalties would be awesome. Mr. Satterfield, welcome to the Light Club. Thank you, sir.
yeah, well, there's another league I've been running on Thursdays. It's 2 weeks in, and
Mhm.
I know I'm not going to compete for a championship in it because I was going to miss a few weeks. I'm like, I'm just going to go win, go for wins. And the way that went is a 9th and 11th place finish, racked out of both. So I don't know if I want, if I want, oh, I can just win races. No, because I do dumb things.
We all have a tendency. We can all do that at some point, right? Yeah, have the chance to win a race, and then next thing you know, you're not winning the race. I've done it. I've done it to myself so many times.
Oh yeah, yeah, I definitely feel that. But nah, overall it's a pretty good night. I like Cedar in basically every car, and I'll be honest, I feel like the line late was not too far off of what you'd run in a late model late, so it's kind of cool.
Right.
However, the penalty for hitting the wall is a lot heavier in these, so it's a little scarier. But no, I had a lot of fun running the top and racing with Kiko there. I just wish, like, gosh, one time, because he'd be running this just annoying line, like a line off the top, and I get such a big run, and I'd have to, like, if I wanted to, like, slide him, I'd have to, like, let off and then cut down. And these cars, like, I feel like anytime you let off and get back on, the front's real light, and then it get all kinds of weird and squirrely underneath me, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that again. But
It looks like the
but
wheels
no,
want to pop up whenever you're doing that.
yeah, and we were talking in practice, like, I feel like earlier in the year, well, early in the season, I guess, it wouldn't do it as often unless you like hit a tire or something.
Right.
But these like if there was times pulling onto the track in practice where I was just goofing off. I'm like, if you just go on the track and just don't lift, you'll ride a wheelie halfway down the straight,
Yeah.
down the banking. I'm like, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. Well, could you imagine if that was how you finished a race? Buy a nose or buy a tire with the wheelie out of
Yeah,
four.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, and I always think about the guys that race these in real life
Yeah.
because these might be my favorite class to see run outside of, like, the late models and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen them in person a handful of times, and they're so scary. Like, you just slide. The only way you can pass it usually is just slide someone, and then if you slide someone, they're like, guess what? I'll slide you next corner. And it just ends up going that way until someone bumps a tire, hits a rut, and then it's a yard sale.
Yeah, that's the great thing about these. We watch them over here at the Lake Ozark Speedway quite often, and they're scary fast, you know, and they look the part too. You know, you strap a motorcycle engine on something that weighs less than 1,400 pounds, you're gonna, yeah. I mean, it's scary to see these things rip.
Yeah, where I saw them in person was at Atomic Speedway, and it was the extreme, what at Midget Sears, I guess it's called. I don't really know what it's really called, but and they were with the World Outlaw Sprints, and so they had Dirt Vision there, and we could hear the Dirt Vision commentators like, "Oh, this is one of the biggest tracks they run." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're real fast. They're really ripping." I'm
Yeah,
like, "Goodness," and they
that's
don't have the downforce of the gigantic wing either. So when they hit a rut,
yeah.
they go what just
They just
they
start
just go.
bouncing. They just bounce. They're like a basketball on an uneven parking lot. It's kind of how I would describe it. But these things, they're a ton of fun to call. A ton of fun to watch you guys get up there and find the ruts, find the grooves, and find where grip can be. Especially late in this run, it was a ton of fun to watch. Robbie, loved watching it, man. Give you shout outs, brother. You got a P2 finish tonight. Absolutely. A fantastic run this season.
Yeah, I wish I could have been on the top podium a few more times, but I think every time's been my teammates, so can't be too unhappy about it. And that leads to the first thing, where you're racing. Uh, I didn't even have the set downloaded. I got on late, and I'm like, "Hey, send me the sets," and they sent me the sets and told me how to run it, and it's pretty good. The Warrior apps, makes a lot of good stuff. And as always, like everyone here with Chop Shop, drivers, mods, broadcaster, everything. It's all. I've really enjoyed racing with you all the past couple seasons, and I hope we have another dirt season not too far into the future because I don't want to stop running because it seems like at the end of the year I'm like, gosh darn, I wish I had like 4 or 5 more races. Um, and then of course my number one cheerleader, Jason Satterfield, that dude tunes in no matter when I'm racing something, and he just hops on, and no matter where I finished after the race, well, unless I wreck out, he's like, well, that stinks. But other than that, good run. So I need that positivity in my life.
He's his comment whenever he gave that like, "Way to go, Robbie." There it is. See,
See,
he's
I
got
mean, I'm
he's
sure I have a
got you.
text that says about the same thing.
Like it.
Uh,
That's the right
one
way
of
to
the
be, man.
nicest dudes out there. One of the nicest dudes out there, and he raced iRacing a while back. So, and he's been talking about, once he gets his house situation under control, because I think they're like building a house or renovating or something.
Mhm.
So he's talking about getting back on here. So maybe if we have more dirt in the future, he'll be on here racing with us.
That's a good thing. That's a positive thing. Keep moving. We like seeing more dirt racers get out there. We don't. This is. I'm gonna have to. I'm making T-shirts for every occasion. I'm gonna have to make a T-shirt that says "iRacing Dirt shall survive." Um, yeah, because that's just the way it is. I like. I think there should be more dirt leagues out there. I know we see a lot of money races and we see a lot of things like that, but as far as dirt leagues, they're not as popular as they should be, I think, because of the style of racing that we see.
As they were. I mean, when I first got on, I was pretty trash, as we all were when we first started. I feel like in my first season or two, just racing leagues, like I don't think I ever actually passed anyone. I think they would just either wreck or leave. That's how I gain spots. Um, but now I feel like there's a lot more leagues. I mean that was 2020, so it was like the peak of the sim.
Right.
So, but yeah, it seemed like I could race dirt darn near every night, and then year by year, it seems like the counts are getting a little smaller, and I'd say in the past year, you're lucky to have a league that goes, 8 to 10 weeks and keeps 20 people. Like if you keep 20 people, it's phenomenal.
Right.
But anymore, it's 10, 15 max, and 10, 15 is usually a good league because just the nature of leagues, you kind of lose some people as the
As the
season goes
season
goes
progresses, yeah.
along. Yeah,
Yeah.
is how it is. Once a lot of people once they realize they're either not going to win or they're not going to do well in the points, they're like, well, I'm out.
I
So
get it. Robert says,
yeah,
"What
me
other
too.
kind of racing is there? That's all you're into." I like that. Now we call this is our only dirt series that we call. But we call racing and everything else when it comes to iRacing. But dirt racing is some of the most intense and some of the most fun racing that you're just never gonna be a part of. So I mean, what better way to say than you dig in a corner, you're inches away from somebody, and you're supposed to be, right? In the NASCAR side of things, it's leave each other room, that kind of thing. Here, you're trying to put it as close to those cars as you can, and then control the throttle while doing so.
Yeah, and in cars like this, your front tires might be off the ground.
Yeah, yeah. As we were watching, it
and
was
and yeah, like I think what draws me to dirt in the sim, the same thing it does in real life. Like I was a NASCAR fan growing up, but dirt, I mean, it's like a sprint versus a marathon. Like the NASCARs, like the marathon runners,
mhm,
you know, 300-400 laps, a few hours, and then dirt's just our longest races outside of like the big block mods are like 100 laps, and those 100 laps on a small track they might take a half hour.
right.
So, but most of the time it's like 30, 40. So I mean, you could have the feature over in 10 minutes, and it's just action nonstop. There's no pit stops. There's no waiting for stage breaks. It's just action start to finish. And if you aren't going in those races, you're just gonna fall behind in
Yeah.
those short races.
Yeah, no, that's the way it is. It's the way the Chili Bowl is another track. Yeah, they did the Chili Bowl in this very early. I think it was like the first race in the dirt.
Yeah, it was the first race.
Yeah, so we'll see more of it. I like these cars. I like all the dirt that happens. All right, Robbie, I'm gonna let you go so I can talk to Jaden, and
Yes, sir.
we don't lose him.
Appreciate you.
You too. Robbie Milburn, P2 tonight. We love him. We appreciate him. And last but not least, Jaden Sheehan coming on P3. This guy's kind of stepped away. You were comfortable. Good Consi win. What'd you need, man? There was a lot.
I think hopes and dreams at this one because I think those guys were just on it tonight. They definitely had the line. They had it figured out. So I just kind of took the old 5 car for a Sunday drive and just kind of let it be with that. Stay consistent, stay out of the wall, and you can have a pretty good race just following those concepts.
I think that's one of the things that we were noticing about you early is that you just being able to get around drivers quickly on restarts. So we watched that in the heat race. You had to go to the tail end, and then boom, you're up to 4th.
Yeah, it's just knowing the line and where to be at the right time. I don't know what it is with these cars. You kind of can get into the corner, but you could decide where you want to be, but where the car's actually going to be is probably going to be somewhere else because they just like to slide up towards the top of the track, and a lot of people don't really know how to counter that or to correct the driving. But I just kind of stayed a little bit more off the throttle, a little bit on the brake, just kind of dragging it into the corner to stay lower. And because the track was still pretty good early on, I was able to stay on the bottom of the track and get around those guys. But like I said, the two up front really had it, and I just kind of made some mistakes in the heat race and just kind of fell back and was able to kind of pick up. I was on a different set for the B main. I was actually on the feature set, which I was like, you know what, whatever happens, happens. But actually, it stuck to the bottom really, really well, and that made me comfortable, and it was just comfortable enough to take off with it, and then got a really good start in the A and just kind of stuck where we stuck.
Sometimes you just have to be patient, right? I think that's where I was watching a lot of the racing that was going on back into the pack and kind of where you were at. I mean, we try to showcase the drivers as they are, but you were just you were on an island, just twiddling your thumbs, I think.
Yeah, in all honesty, I was kind of betting on a caution, which I thought we were going to get one.
Right.
Didn't. And then I was like, well, I did all I could. I mean, I probably didn't, but I did all I could.
You were the closest driver to get to the front straight wall as well. These cars, you're talking about them, how they push up out of the race line. This is a big track for these cars. I know it's a third of a mile, and it's actually a pretty small racetrack. But seeing how close you were running up into that to the straightaways. Not a lot of drivers were up there trying to find that outside line grip.
That's the thing with the midgets and or little cars. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on stream, but that's the things with these cars. They like grip. So if you can stay in the marbles all the way around the track, you're gonna have a bad fast race car. But with this track, with it being so wide for these cars, I didn't really know where the line was gonna be. So I stayed married to the bottom for the first half of the race, seeing that they were kind of picking it up in terms of time. And I was like, well, they're kind of pulling away from me. I might want to move up and follow where they're going and see if I can't pick up on that. But we were just kind of, I would say, pretty similar in times. I just couldn't catch it because we were just so even.
Right.
So by that time, they were already 4 seconds ahead of me, and there was no catching them.
Yeah. I know that they're called, the dirt midgets. I'm going to say it. But I don't know what I'm going to be able to get away with saying because, we got to make sure TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok right now. So that's the one thing that scares me because these cars are called something specific. These.
Right. And that's why I kind of
these
I
aren't
kind of winced at that. I didn't know what I was supposed to say.
These aren't technically the dirt wingless sprints because
Right.
that's a whole different car. So you know, they're little cars. I call them dirt mids. That's good.
Right.
Dirt mids.
Yeah, I apologize for that. So if I get you kind of slapped on the wrist for that,
I'll get
sorry.
myself in trouble before anything else. So we're good. No, it's okay. We'll own it, and there's always an appeal process, and I can put those things in if that becomes a problem. I guess the biggest thing that I haven't done is always have to make sure that I keep the chat from the multi-stream off the screen now. That's so dumb. I hate that.
Kind of like when like those TikTokers are like talking about heinous crimes where
Yeah.
people end up not existing anymore.
Yeah.
And they gotta say a specific thing to
Yeah.
get past the algorithm, and it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like,
Yeah. It's dirt racing.
why are we gonna
folks.
censor this speech?
Yeah. It's dirt racing. You know, we're not out here cursing. We're not out here, being obscene. So that's I think that's the one thing. I try to keep myself family friendly for the most part. I do have to make sure that I keep my taste in music changed because that's always a weird thing. Anyway,
Slap a little Queen on. That's family friendly for everybody. Don't matter how old you are. You just go a little bit of Queen.
It's the dang old copyright stuff because Facebook was going to shut down my stream earlier because I have a new intro song that I was using to do the warm up, right? Like I always do.
Yeah.
My starting soon page to let everybody know we're getting ready to go. And it was like, that music is not copyright friendly. I'm like, yeah, it is. I bought the license for it. Like it's, come on, that's the deal. So I'll have to go back to the other song, and which I know works. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, I can complain about streaming all day long.
It's like Talladega Nights. It's not about getting paid. It's about how fast you can get laid.
There you go. Don't tell my wife that though. Let's see, Jaden. I've got a couple of races left. Strong season for everybody. A lot of things to learn. What do you expect for the next 3 races? I was talking to Robbie about it. You guys are going to go to Fairbury, Kokomo, and Charlotte for the next 3.
Well, I know I'm not going to win Kokomo, so we're just going to go ahead and write that off the list now. Fairbury, I can stay pretty consistent. I can stay smooth around Fairbury for the most part. I think that's in the supers, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So with Fairbury being in the supers, I feel like I'm in a high contingency spot. As long as Justin don't show up, which he's probably going to show up for the next one, but if Justin don't show up, I think I can win that one. And then Charlotte, that's a toss-up. That's a big track. It's hammer down. If the right man can get out front, stay consistent, they're going to win it. But I'm pretty confident with the super lates. I want to go 2 for 2 in these last 2. I feel like that is the most deserved.
Right.
I know there's some other guys that probably feel the same way, but I've been working my butt off this season, and I truly think if I put myself in the right spots and the right consistency, maybe put a little bit more work in on practice, which I don't know. I've been coming out here just giving it my all from the get-go, and I think that's kind of working for me, not thinking about it too much, just going in there with a clear head. But I want to go 2-0 the next 2 super late races. Kokomo, I'm just going to write it off. I'm going to be somewhere in the pack.
I like it. Maybe a top 3. We'll be able to talk to you again. Jaden, give you shout-outs, man. P3 finished tonight, and we look forward to seeing what happens to the next one.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chop Shop. This has truly been an amazing series. Thanks for those guys for putting it on. Even though we all get heated running week in, week out, we get sick of each other, sick of the same guys being up front. But these guys really make it fun to run each week. And it's sad to see that we're losing people each week, but we got to bring it back. We got to make sure that the interest stays there. So if you're watching this, you want to run Chop Shop, go ahead and get hooked up with these guys. It's truly been a fun series. Shout out to Warrior Racing, Warrior Wraps, Sweet Victory Apparel Co., Racing Boys YouTube channel, and Signature for being amazing and putting these things on for us.
Jaden, go enjoy it, man. It was a P3 finish, and nothing wrong with it. We'll see you next week, brother.
See ya. Have a good night.
That's Jaden Sheehan. Keep it home. P3 tonight and is absolutely legendary. How about it? Giga Brown knocking down the door and does a pretty phenomenal job. Thank you to Chop Shop, Kloshman Engraving Design, Key to Lunatic, Muscarel Enterprises, Chop Shop Racing, and of course, all of our fine friends and affiliates. Again, make sure that you get out there and you support all these fines. Thank you to Geomax for being on board with the Chop Shop Racing Dirt Series. This was a ton of fun tonight, folks. I encourage you to get out there and do more when it comes to racing, because racing is the bread and butter. I mean, think about this. You've been racing your entire life. You race to grow up, and then you race to slow down, right? You also, I mean, how many times? You remember you in grade school, you wanted to have those relay races. You know, we all are racing to do so. Some people are racing to get to work every day. You know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes it's nice to slow down and watch a race while these guys go fast. We get out there and try to enjoy what we do. Folks, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you to all of our sponsors, partners, affiliates. Thank you to Budgie out there. Make sure you take care of her as well. Go get one of those shirts. We'll find out what cause we're going to be sending all that to. We'll keep track of that in our Discord. And we'll make sure that we go out there and do something good. Yeah. It could be the Budgie cause. We could just get stuff from, like, what is it, one of those pet sites that we could send to Budgie's actual Budgies. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of fun. I don't know. We'll send her gifts and things for her bird. It's the right way to do it. Maybe there's a sanctuary that we can support. I don't know. We'll find out. Great race, folks. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow for the America 300. Again, we'll be live Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and back out on TikTok as long as everything works out. We'll see you soon, folks. Much love. Peace.